Mangano. This is your name and address for the record.
Mayor. My name is Joe Mangano. I reside at 7 South Marion Avenue, and I have been living there for 52 years. My question is the committee for the redevelopment. Now, we've been up here numbers of times, and I see now nobody's representing us. And I don't see anybody on the committee, and nobody has ever approached the people who live in that area to ask them what their idea is for redevelopment. Now, we've had the damage done already in our area because we missed the increase in the value of the property. Our property went up, but can't be sold because of the eminent domain and all the other weird redevelopment areas. So people stopped fixing their houses except me. Now, by not having anyone in that area on your committees, you really don't know what the pulse of that is. And unfortunately, the ones that were active are now getting too old to even come in and participate. So I would suggest that you would think seriously of putting people in that area on your committee to understand. Secondly, if we had the code enforcement officers in that area more active, I mean, I've been living there for so long, and I remember my taxes included the water, sewer, everything, and people used to come in and take my trash from the back and bring it in. Now my taxes are up. Not that I can't pay them, but I don't get any service any more than I did before, less service possible. And secondly, and the most important thing, why are all those apartment houses in that area turning into condominiums without any parking? I can't understand it. You can make all excuses you want, but you people have the opportunity to pass ordinances to prevent these things from happening.
You know about new condos, Mr. Mangano, or those converted?
Converted.
Dick, I'll let you address that. I believe that it's just a change in ownership. Scott, if you want to
Mr. Mangano, there's case law on that, and in New Jersey, it's just a different form of ownership. You cannot impose different, or you can't impose parking requirements on them or more stringent requirements when they convert to a condominium form of ownership versus, say, a person owning a building. So we don't have any legal right to do that. In fact, if we tried to do that, we would be successfully sued and lose in court and possibly...
Why are we afraid of being sued?
We are not permitted, because it's so very obvious that we do not have a legal authority to say a 2-unit building that had no parking, that we won't let them form a condominium form of ownership, but they must have parking. That's blatantly illegal, and you can't do it. We'd like to do it, maybe.
How about when you have 24 units? How about when you have 16 units?
Mr. Mangano, most of the buildings that have been condoed through the years, it's a different form of ownership. It would be like, maybe an example you could understand, a corporation. Let's say it was a 24-unit building, like you say, and they went to a corporate form of ownership with 24 owners. It's the same thing. It's a very...
It isn't as simple as that, but you're making it very simple. Because see, if you're going to buy an apartment house and one owner owns it, you only have to deal with one person.
No, you have other people who live there and bring their cars there.
That's right, but the owner has to sell it. Now when you've got 24 different owners, you've got an apartment with 24 different people.
Well, whether they're owners or tenants or whatever, you got 24 dwelling units.
Mr. Scott, I'm sorry. I just find those as excuses and not reasons.
Can you pull those case studies?
Yeah, in fact, one of the cases was the city of Margate. That's actually a reported case to try to stop the motel conversion to condo. Absolutely certain about this.
Well, if you pull that as
that's a different story.
It's a different form of ownership. That's what
I think that this is our city. We should be running it, and we should be telling people what we want.
And I think that would be a great thing, Mr. Mangano, if the New Jersey law allowed it. But people complain about taxes. We don't think that we should file lawsuits when there's case studies out there that says that you're not going to win, and then you spend money. And not only that, but if you stop the sale because you won't allow them to do it, now you're not only sued, you're sued for the value of the property, future damages. It will be extremely costly. And if I can answer your question about code enforcement, again, we have been very active in the last, I'd say 3 or 4 months with code enforcement in that area. Numerous letters, I can get you the report, summonses have been issued, letters have been sent out. I won't put a person on the spot. There's somebody in the room that saw me at dinner one night, said there's a problem property across the street. I said, let me look into it. One of the tenants were moved out, I believe, today. Summonses were issued to the other one. So we have been up there. We've had walkthroughs. We have had police on foot patrols in that areas, parking where they park the car, so there's a car visible in the neighborhood and get out and walk, and then report things back to the building department. So the code enforcement in that area has been extremely conscientious, if that's the right word, in the last, I'd say, 3 months. So,
I just want you to
and again, I'm not talking about
I don't have any problems. I just mind my own business, stay within my own 4 walls. So I don't have any problems. But I can see the deterioration of our neighborhood. And I think most of it is really done because
well, we agree with you, and again, I think we're part of that committee that we had originally. That's why we started the redevelopment project, and that's why we're willing to move forward with it. The lawsuit's delayed it to the point where it's no longer economically feasible for the entire area, such as Pulte or another developer to come in. That's why we've gone, I wouldn't say plan B, but probably plan G or H with this new revised plan that we think that will work, and we're hoping that it will work.
And Mr. Mangano, I remind you that in the early stages of the redevelopment plan, we did have a committee from the area that worked with us on the original plan. I don't know if you were aware.
Well, I was there. I was there.
I was there. Right.
I was there.
So, we did have the original,
Unfortunately,
committee.
they got old in there and they just can't handle it anymore. We'll have to get new people. Thank you very much.
Thank you.